What's good, YouTube? It's Cheese Party. Have another banger video, man. I have a lot to say. In this video, man. Well, the Chiefs selected FAU with the 31st pick, and honestly, bro, I think we could have traded back because he's really a project. FAU is a project, man. We honestly could have traded back. I really felt like that was a reach, but congrats to him. You know, it got to be a dream being from Kansas City and then getting drafted to Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. So, you know, that got to be a dream. So I'm happy for him. You know, I'm happy for him. Well, I do think he's not going to really do much in year one. Maybe he has a future, but I just don't understand why do we want somebody like that in the first round that's not going to, like, provide instantly off day one when you have a generational safety that could do everything that was still there, and you have a very good cornerback named Joey Porter Jr. If you wanted to, you could even draft him, then traded Snead for a second, then got Felix. But it's whatever. Day two is today, and at the end of the day, the Chiefs are still, like, you know, they're just getting started, bro. Like, no matter, we could do bad in the draft, and no matter what, as long as we got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Jones, I think we should be good, man. We should definitely be good. But yeah, I guess he's gonna be a solid rotational player. But I mean, we'll see what he does. I get a lot of Chiefs fans. They're overrating him, acting like he's Will Anderson or something just because he's from Kansas City. It's really biased, to be honest. And I just gotta. We're not even getting into the video yet. Right now, I'm just ranting, right? Because you got these trolls on Twitter, these Chiefs fans that swear they know everything they talking about, and acting like FAU's Will Anderson or something, and, you know, Veach can't do no wrong. I'm gonna do a video on that too. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the next you know, segment of this video. So the Kansas City Chiefs are just getting started. That was just that was a solid pick, not where it was at, but he's gonna be a good rotational player. Still think Karlaftis is way better than him. But yeah, not only that, we still have multiple picks to come. You know, today's the second and third round, I believe. Now, if we could somehow find a way to get Brents and Jervon Dexter, then I'll be 100% fine with that. Because at this point, I really don't even care about a wide receiver anymore. The wide receivers just fall into our laps, and we didn't trade up for one. So clearly, Veach doesn't want a wide receiver, and I doubt D-Hop is still there. So at this point, you just go get Julius Brents, who's going to be a very good cornerback. And then you get Jervon Dexter, who could be a very great defensive tackle at the next level. And then you can just pray for the best after that. We're going to keep relying on Patrick Mahomes, but at the end of the day, we still got dudes that has a chance for a breakout year. MVS, I don't really think he's having a breakout year. Tony, if he's healthy, he could put up 1K. Ross is calm. Scott Moore's a calm player. But the way that Mahomes is now, he's like evolved, so he's going to spread it out to them anyway. So we probably don't even need a 1K receiver, honestly. We still have Travis Kelce. So I guess, like, once Travis Kelce shows he's declined, that he's, like, not good anymore, or he retires, that's when we focus on getting a receiver or a tight end. And I guess that's just how Veach is thinking, man. So I'm not really mad about it no more. I let it go. I was mad in the moment because, you know, Joey Porter Jr. is my favorite cornerback in his class, and just letting him just fall like that was really, like, crazy. But I get it. I really get it. I guess Veach feel like he doesn't need a cornerback, and he could get one in later rounds. This cornerback class is really deep, so I'm not too mad about that one. But I really didn't understand the Brian Branch one. I mean, Mike Edwards, he's okay, but he's not a good safety. He's not a crazy good safety, and I mean, Justin Reed is a good safety, but Brian Cook, I mean, he's all right, but we know, like, Brian Branch is like 10 times better than Brian Cook, and he could do everything. So, but yeah, honestly, for a team that has won the Super Bowl, we're starting to have one of the worst fan bases in the world, honestly, because the problem with our fan base is just because they don't agree on something, they think, like, you know, the world is over, right? And they just take things a little too far just because they don't agree on something, right? But we're going to get back into the video. I'm going to clear everything up. In my opinion, you like the pick or you don't like the pick. I don't like it. Some people like it. It's whatever. The Chiefs are still going to be good regardless. Now, obviously, we want some superstars in the draft, but I guess Veach is just going to keep doing these scheme fits things. But, I mean, as long as we got Kelce, Mahomes, and Chris Jones, then we should be good with the scheme fits. That's why I said we're just getting started, because there's still a lot more work to do. And good work, because even though them 2 rings, we just got 2 rings in the Mahomes era, I think it's more rings to come. But what I think is going to happen I think Veach is gonna really go crazy in these next few rounds because it's so much deep talent in the draft still. You got Brents, you got like a lot of good talent left in the draft, so I can't see Veach messing up this opportunity to go out there and get another stud. And I'm about to show y'all a little 3-round mock draft that we should do. So obviously Felix is a chief, but what we could really do to improve this defense is get Julius Brents and Jervon Dexter Sr., right? Julius Brents is a very tall corner, and our corner has problems with getting mossed. And I could see Veach getting a guy like Julius Brents. I feel like that's the type of guy Brett Veach would draft. And then you got Jervon Dexter, who's going to automatically make this D-line better, because I think he's going to really be a good defensive tackle because his athleticism is out of this world, right? And honestly, after all this, not trading up for a wide receiver and all this, I'm just saying the Kansas City Chiefs better have a top 10 defense. And if they don't, Spags has to lose his job. Yeah, enough of that. Honestly, with the Felix pick, it's whatever. The Felix pick is whatever. It could work out. It might not work out. But I do know he's a project and he has a lot of stuff to work on. But hey, man, Joey Porter Jr. and Brian Branch, they're going to be very good at whatever team they goes to. I guess that team just wasn't for us. But more work to do. The draft's later on today. Go out there, go get your guy. And later on rounds, you'll get Jonathan Mingo or Tank Dell. And just hopefully pray that Andy Reid let them play. And, man, that's really the most you could do, bro. There's honestly no more to do. I'm about to stop arguing with these brain-dead Chiefs fans because, honestly, us arguing does not change what happened. Felix is a Chief no matter what just happened. So I just got to deal with Felix being a Chief and just pray for the best because I did promise myself whoever we picked at 31, even if I didn't like it, I would have to eventually cope with it and at least try to be a fan of it. So I'm going to try my hardest to be a fan of this. But I'm not going to change my opinion because I don't want to be phony. I just don't think Felix is ready for the NFL yet. But maybe with some good work with Joe Cullen, and he's a Spags type of defensive end, then he might be able to do some good things in his Chiefs defense, maybe like in the future years. But him being a first-round pick, it gives us the ability to pick up his fifth-year option. So that's something good. That's something very good. And it's bright sides to this, it's upside in every player. And you just gotta pray he lives up to the potential. But yeah, Mahomes, we're gonna need another historic season from you. Travis Kelce, another historic season from you, and Chris Jones, because that's really what it takes for us to go to the Super Bowl. I hope y'all know if Jones have a mid-season, Kelce have a mid-season, or Mahomes have a mid-season, we're not going to the Super Bowl, and that's just the facts. Unless Veach just kills every single pick after this. I'm also going to do one more 3rd-round mock draft for y'all, so hold on. I'm not with that favoritism shit, because I'm not even from Kansas City. First of all, I'm from New York, so I'm not picking Double A just because he's from Kansas City. I'm picking him because he's actually a very great player, man. I think he has a lot of potential. He could play defensive tackle. He could play edge. He's very versatile. He's strong. He's quick. If anything, if we was going to reach, I think it should have been on him. I don't think it should have been on Felix, but hey, man, whatever. We could still get both of them. And I also wouldn't mind JL Skinner if the Chiefs do feel like they need a safety, because people always say, oh, we don't need DBs, we don't need DBs. Bro, you can never have enough DBs. Do y'all watch football, bro? First of all, last year, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he's a running quarterback, threw 300 yards on our defense, bro. 300 yards. Don't act like our defense is the best defense in the world, bro. We need a secondary. Joshua Williams, he's okay. He's okay, right? Jalen Watson, he's solid. But why would you not want to bring in another third player that's automatically going to be an upgrade over them? Mike Edwards, he's just a ball hawk. He's not really that good, right? Brian Cook, he's okay. Why would you not want to bring a dominant safety that's already better than him in Brian Branch? But it's too late for that. JL Skinner, I don't think he'll be better than Brian Cook off rip. But yeah, at this point, I really don't know what to do. But I'm just hoping that the Kansas City Chiefs get Jervon Dexter. And for the most part, like I said, it's upside to the Felix pick. Jervon Dexter, that would be very good. That's just something the Chiefs have to do. It's still receivers such as Tank Dell. You got Jonathan Mingo. You got A.T. Perry, Keyshawn Boyd. So receivers, if they really want one badly, they can still get one. And for backup running back, I say we go get Eric Gray. So still ways to stack this Chiefs defense up. And I did want Felix, but I didn't want him in the first. That's what I'm pissed about. I had him on my list, but it was for the late second. But whatever, man. I guess we just got to develop him, and hopefully we get Zach Kuntz also in later rounds, and that'll definitely help us go back to the Super Bowl and make a big run if we play our cards right for the rest of the draft. Chiefs priority, and I'm out, man. Peace. Fuck all the haters.